Jimmy Butler. Now, I've been trying to get Jimmy Butler out of Miami for the last couple of seasons. I'm glad it finally happened. That thing was running salty on both sides. It was like two kids playing in a playpen with toys. One didn't want to let the other one play with the Tonka truck. The other one let his little Trans Am race car behind his back. The other one drooled all over his balls. Pause. I'm talking about rubber balls, stuff they play with in the pen, not the actual. But anyway, so Miami then made a move. They made a move. I have an article. We're going to go over it. But like I say, for Jimmy Butler, no hard feelings. Jimmy Butler is a Hall of Fame player. Jimmy Butler has declined. Jimmy Butler has been injury prone for the last several seasons for Miami. He was off the floor more than he was on the floor. I just knew if Miami wanted to get back in the hunt of competing for a championship, it was going to have to be without Jimmy Butler. So he's moved on to a better team that possibly have a good chance of trying to compete for a championship. Will they win a championship? No, I don't think so. But hey, on paper, with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, now you added Jimmy Butler, you have a chance. You have a chance. You can compete in the playoffs. Before as the Miami Heat, they just got rid of some dead weight. Some disgruntled dead weight. Because obviously he didn't want to be there anymore. Back and forth. He wanted money. Pat Riley, he's not for the pay a wounded leg animal, so to speak, high price money when he knows he only going to play a handful of games. We always talk about injury prone players. Jimmy Butler has to be right there on the list. It's only a certain number of games that he's going to play each season. That's why he rests a lot. They hold him out on back-to-backs. So it's like a rental. And that's what the Golden State is getting, just a rental. 2-year deal, about $112 million. Good dealings for Jimmy Butler on the back end of his career. Be able to stack a little bread before he heads out to possible retirement after he's done with the Golden State Warriors. If I was him, I would do it. But hey, if they're writing the checks, I'm pretty sure he'll keep on bouncing around. But let's go over this trade, get into this article real quick. Butler, who for months had hoped to be traded to the Phoenix Suns, agreed to a 2-year, $112 million extension to stay with the Warriors. He's declining his $52 million players option on his current contract for next season to sign the new extension. It was a whirlwind day for all parties that began with the Warriors chasing Suns superstar Kevin Durant through a massive trade that would have brought Butler to Phoenix. As part of the trade that is bringing Butler to the Bay Area, the Warriors sent Miami a 2025 top 10 protected first-round pick. Additionally, Dennis Schroeder is going from the Warriors to the Utah Jazz, who are also receiving a 2031 second-round pick from the Heat. Kyle Anderson is also in the deal, being traded out by the Warriors and was to be routed to the Toronto Raptors. But league sources said the Raptors are now out of the deal and the Heat will determine whether to hold on to him or find another team for Anderson before Thursday's 3 p.m. Eastern trade deadline. Additionally, P.J. Tucker is going from Utah to the Heat. Is P.J. Tucker still in the league? He's with the Utah Jazz. He has to be on his last leg. I don't know if P.J. Tucker got any more to give. The man is on shreds right now. The team they have now, they can compete. Okay? They can compete. You still got Bam Adebayo there. That's your go-to guy. You got Tyler Hero. He's also a go-to guy. 1 and 2 punch between those two guys. But like I said, it's all dressing. If you really want to make a serious push, they're going to have to make another big move to do that. They have a lot of good pieces right now and tradable pieces. So we're going to see where the Heat's going to land. But right now, They can just battle for a playoff spot, play-in, whatever you want to call it before all the smoke clears. But in the playoffs, they're not going to make any serious noise with this current roster the way it is now. No doubt. Okay, PJ Tucker is going from Utah to the Heat, where he played for one season in 2021-22, making a comeback. The Detroit Pistons are receiving Lindy Waters III from the Warriors and Josh Richardson from the Heat. The Warriors are finally getting a co-star next to Stephen Curry, even though it meant circling back to an option they once thought was too risky. Since the departure of Klay Thompson last summer, they've struck out repeatedly in trying to find another dominant offensive weapon. But the Warriors' desperation for a star player increased as their season spiraled after a 12-3 start. They reluctantly parted with Wiggins, a locker room favorite, with hopes of raising the ceiling of what's possible for these next few years, the last on Curry's contract. Curry, Butler, Draymond Green, and Jonathan Kuminga, when he returns from injury, will lead a Warrior squad looking to make a push toward the playoffs. And they would do just that. They're dressing as well. I mean, they're going to get in the playoffs. They can play around with that a little bit, but the Warriors are not going to be a serious team going down the stretch looking to, win a championship. We already got a handful of teams that's going to be fighting for that, and they're not on that list. But Jimmy Butler, I just wanted to come in and tip my hat to the guy. I mean, he spent a lot of years in Miami, and I mean, he gave his whole body up. Great moments in the playoffs. Just wish that guy could have got a ring, especially with the Heat. He works hard enough. He's a hell of a player. Both ends of the floor always came through in crunch time. Always came through. That's why they call him Jimmy Buckets. When you need a bucket, he will get it for you. When a game is tight, outside, inside, it doesn't matter him getting to the free throw line. He always came through, and I just want to send my shots out to Jimmy Butler. Wish him the best over there in Golden State. Not to actually win a championship. I don't want him to win a championship before the Heat. I'll be honest with you. I don't want him to win a championship before the Rockets. But in everything other than that, I wish him the best. And thanks for your time with the Miami Heat. No doubt about it. Jimmy Buckets came through.